Hey everybody, Rich here coming at you with my National Baseball Card Day video. Happy Baseball Card Day, everybody. Belated. Um, Yesterday was actually National Baseball Card Day, and I tried to make this video then. This is actually take 3 of the video, but the first one came out really well. But that is, I executed it perfectly. And then when I went to look at it, I realized the camera had not been recording. So, one little thing, one little thing can screw up the whole deal. So anyway, take 2 was even more interesting. I was almost through it when I was attacked by a raging psychopath in my own home. True story, believe it or not. Anyway, let's get right into it here. I visited the local card shop on Saturday, yesterday, and for spending $10, I got this Aaron Judge National Baseball Card Day card, as I'm sure you've seen in other people's videos. I checked out a couple of people's videos. I got a little catching up to do. I've been working a lot. I spent a whole week in the hotel last week, and I didn't even have a chance to make a video. I watched a couple. So I was stoked to get that, and here's the pack you get just for walking in the door. I had Shohei Ohtani right on the top of the pack. Pretty nice. His rookie card of this, card day series. Digging that. I got a bunch of him. They're pretty much all base cards. I think I got one insert, but nothing super rare or short print. Marcus Stroman of the Blue Jays. I got Yadier Molina. I think I say that right. I've seen him around enough now. He's been around a few years. Of the Cardinals. I don't watch a lot of Cardinals, but there he is. We got Felix Hernandez of the Mariners. I got this guy, Eric. I say Thames because it's spelled like the river Thames in England, but Thames, I think, is how it's more commonly pronounced than how he pronounces it. He actually hit a walk-off home run the other day against the Rockies. Rockies were leading into the 9th inning, and then this guy had to screw it all up for us. But it was pretty nice. He knocked. It was a three-run homer. Walked off with the win. It was a good game. I won't take anything away from him just because I wanted the Rockies to win. And here's my card for the next Topps promotion. Came with the Topps card day pack. This was in there, so you get another free deal and holiday pack in the later on in the year after this season. November 16th, so I got that to look forward to. I had collected all these cards out of the packs I've broken, but I found out they're not redeemable. They're just an ad. It's a one-shot deal, so I was happy to get anything for free, though. That was fun. I got my free pack. I got my free Aaron Judge card, and I'll show you now what I spent my $10 on. I got this. I'll show you first the Yankees set I got. This 12-card TCMA set. I've got a lot of these TCMA sets. They're pretty neat. They feature a lot of old historic players. They got different themes. They got just, Hall of Famers. They got a couple different Yankee sets. So I got this 12-card Yankee set for, I think, a little less than $1 a card. I think I paid $10 for it. But what they did is they featured one player at each position, kind of like a dream team, fantasy team. So we got Casey Stengel in the manager position. Johnny Murphy, who I think I had to look up. I looked him up yesterday. Didn't know a lot about him. I'd seen his name. He was a third baseman. I don't believe he's a Hall of Famer. I've been told that the Yankees don't have an actual. That's the only position where there's no Yankee in the Hall of Fame. But then I was thinking about it, and who was it? Wade Boggs is a third baseman. He's in the Hall of Fame, and he played for the Yankees, though I know he was with the Red Sox longer. So I'm not exactly sure how that works. Does he count? I mean, when a person is inducted into the Hall of Fame, do they go, wearing a particular hat? As does he go as a Red Sox member versus does he just go as an individual who played for the team, variety of teams? Somebody want to fill me in on how that works? I'd be interested, because the Yankees definitely do have a Hall of Famer in Wade Boggs at third base. Anyway, nevertheless, not a lot of third basemen. Every other position, yes, but not a lot of Yankees third baseman in the Hall of Fame. Red Rolfie, I think you say it, Rolfie. Actually, he's the third baseman. Who was I thinking about? Johnny Murphy was a relief pitcher. Let me check. Yeah, Johnny Murphy's the relief pitcher. Red Rolfie, I had to look up, but he's the third baseman, but not a Hall of Famer. We got Bill Dickey, Whitey Ford, Tony Lazzari, or Lazzari, I've heard it said both ways, Murderers Row, Red Ruffing, Mickey Mantle, Joe DiMaggio, and there's Babe Ruth. Fantastic. I mean, I love Babe Ruth cards, so stoked to have that. And Gehrig, probably my second favorite Yankee of all time. That's it. It was only 12 cards. I'll show you one more time the lineup. There you go. And then this set, oh my goodness, what a deal this was. $5 for this Woolworth Topps Complete set of Hall of Famers, mostly vintage, pre-war era, a few post-war, but also, older Hall of Famers. We got Hank Aaron, Grover Cleveland, Alexander, Ernie Banks, Yogi Berra, Lou Brock, Steve Carlton, Jack Chesbro of the New York Highlanders, who were the Yankees, became the Yankees. Changed their name back in, thinking about by 1910 they were certainly known as the Yankees, but from about 1903 I think they formed. Yankees actually started out as a team known as the Baltimore Orioles, no relation to the current day Orioles, but then they moved to New York. They became the Highlanders. They were even known as the Americans for a little while unofficially, and that kind of morphed into the Yankees, which they became known as ever since. We got Ty Cobb, Sam Crawford, both of the Tigers, of course. Now look, I got doubles. I didn't even count on this. These were all in that bag I showed you, but when I went through it, I realized I had doubles, so whole pages of doubles. So I got this guy, 2 of him. I'm stoked on that because I could possibly pass that along to another Yankees collector. So if you see a double in here, if I got a duplicate of something you want, let me know. So here's the actual next page. Raleigh Fingers of the Brewers. There's Whitey Ford. There's Johnny Frederick of the Brooklyn Dodgers. I love to get Brooklyn Dodgers and New York Giants cards because I love the New York teams. That's like my main thing. Freddie Fritsch, Lou Gehrig, Jim Gentile of the Orioles. There's Dwight Gooden and Ricky Henderson. See some post-war guys. Roger Hornsby. I think the whole thing is Hall of... these are record holders. Let me show you the back real quick of some of these cards. It says... what it does is it features whatever record the individual holds. Like in the case of Ricky Henderson, here we go. He's, set modern major league record with 130 stolen bases. Tied major league record with 7 stolen bases in 2 straight games. It gives you the dates and some statistics from their career. So that's what this set, the theme of this set is all about. It's record holders. See, here we go again. This is the double page. See, I had all these guys. So I got 9 doubles here of all these guys. There's Dwight Gooden and Ricky Henderson again. Here's the next page. Frank Howard, Cliff Johnson, Walter Johnson, Hub Leonard of the Red Sox, where we got Mickey Mantle and Roger Maris. There's a lot of good New Yorkers in here, New York Yankees especially. Here's a New York Giant. Oh my God, Christy Mathewson, epic, you know. Vintage player. Willie Mays, Stan Musial. He's a former Yankee, but this is him with the Cardinals. There's the back of his card. Frank Howard, Cliff Johnson, Walter Johnson. See, I got dupes of all these guys again too. So like I said, I mean, these got to be somebody's favorite players, right? I could work out a trade or send you a card if you need it. Okay, here we go with a new page. Dan Quinsbury, Frank Robinson, and Pete Rose. There's a modern day. Not a Hall of Famer, as we all know. He's being denied Hall of Fame for the gambling stuff, you know. Here's the Babe Ruth card in the set. So, I mean, for $5, I mean, I would have been happy with just the Babe Ruth card, but I got this whole set plus doubles of many. Nolan Ryan, George Sisler of the Browns, rather. St. Louis Browns, going way back to 1920. I love that Babe Ruth card. It's a great shot. It's a nice card design too. Tris Speaker, the Indians. Ed Walsh of the White Sox, and Lloyd Wainer of the Pirates. Let's look at the back of that Babe Ruth, what they got him in here for. He set a lot of records. 114 home runs in 2 consecutive seasons. Major league record for 2 or more home runs in a game 72 times. And major league record by leading in home runs 12 different times. Damn, dude, I got 2 of those Babe Ruths too. I'm stoked on that. See, here's a duplicate page, whole page of dupes. And then this might be the last page. Earl Webb, Ted Williams, that's a nice Ted Williams shot. Maury Wills, Hank Wilson, Owen Wilson, and Willie Wilson. The Wilson triplets, right? That's a joke. Rudy York, Cy Young. I heard of him. He was a pretty good pitcher, I understand. A little before my time, but a legend, right? And then, okay, look at this. Transparency. I got that whole page again. The whole page, and then I got the checklist here at the end. So there's the checklist of the all-time record holders. 44 cards in the set. Pretty stoked to have the entire set plus duplicates for $5. I mean, you can't beat that. And I'm using this binder. What I've decided to do with this binder that G's Mikey gave me, there's my note from G's Mikey, is I use it for sets, you know, complete sets. If I get a complete set of something, which he gave me many, and they're still in here, it goes in the binder. I've still got a lot of loose, you know, cards, oddball cards that are not part of a set in here, but what I'm doing is I'm working it out. So this becomes complete sets, and then the other stuff I might move into just, you know, my raw card boxes, file boxes, like that. Anyway, I got maybe one more second. I'm at 13 minutes. Let me show you this book I picked up for not too much money. It's pretty awesome. I got this at a local a bookstore near where I was working. This is a baseball timeline. Look how thick this is. It's like a Bible. By Bert Solomon. It goes way, way back to the early days, pre-Knickerbocker baseball. It goes back to the 1700s when baseball was pretty much town ball, and how it developed into baseball. It goes through it year by year, development by development. That's just an intro. But here we go, the early years. It's showing you how, it gives you dates of when things happened. There's Abner Doubleday, who I'm sure you know had absolutely nothing to do with baseball. It's just a myth, folklore. And then when we get into the actual first development of the modern day baseball, we got Alexander Cartwright, who is the actual father of the game we know. He was the founder of the New York Knickerbockers, who set down the modern rules in 1845. See, it basically kicks off in 1845, and it runs you through the early years. Gives you dates. It's like a chronology. It says every year up until 2000. It'll tell you everything that happened. Records that were broken, rule changes, trivia. It's fantastic. I've only read the first 3 or 4, pages I think I've left off here. But the illustrations are really cool. It's been really fun. I'm over 15 minutes, so I'm going to wrap it up. But if you guys get a chance, your local library probably has that, or I picked a copy up for $20. It's pretty cool. So I will say peace out to everybody. God bless you all. I think I finally made it through this video after 3 tries. Third time is a charm, as they say. So that's it. We'll see you guys around. I'll try to catch up on everybody's video. And I hope you're enjoying your summer. We got the Rockies game on. We're at the 7th inning stretch here. They broke for not the national anthem, but America the Beautiful, or whatever they play. But been watching the Little League World Series too. That's pretty fun. I hope you guys have had a chance to take some of that in. But God bless. Peace out. We'll see you around.